inside of the shaft was no more than 3 to 4 feet high.
You're talking about air that wasn't air, air that was all coal dust. My dad worked in the mines. All my uncles that were there worked in the mines.
When there was constant blowing, maintained blowing of that whistle, that meant trouble in the mines. Everybody was over there in front of the entrance, screaming, crying, and all indications of hope that their loved ones were not included in the fatality.
This is the story of our family, the Barrerases. My father, Lalo Barreras, was born in Hillsboro, New Mexico in 1910. My mother, Angelica Barreras, was born in San Antonio in 1914. There were 10 of us kids. Mary Lou was born in 1936. Then Ruby and Linda. I'm Eloisa. I was born in 1943. After me came Fran, Eddie, and Mike, Irene, and Helen, and Andrew, our baby brother, was born in 1959.
My grandfather, Candelario, decided to come to Madrid because it was one of the working mines in the state. The rest of the family followed.
My mother was from Socorro County, and it's kind of south of Albuquerque. Her father was working in the mine, and there was a migration north, and Madrid was thriving.
That's where really most of the family history starts.
One thing that I want to stress about my dad was that he was a very good son, and he was a good father.
Always wanting the best for his children, trying to provide what a simple man could.
If we had did something wrong, it wasn't something that you wanted to go tell my dad. My father didn't want us to embarrass him. He used to tell us to behave. Just behave.
He had a great smile, and it just showed all over his face. He was proud of you, and you could see it.
He brushed his teeth probably 3 times a day. My father had the most beautiful teeth.
He played in a band, and they would come to pick him up before a gig, and they would honk, and he would come run to the door, and the toothbrush would be in his mouth, and he would tell his friends, okay, I'll be there in just a minute. I gotta finish brushing my teeth, so.
My mom was busy. She was always doing something.
She took on many challenges and taught by example.
Grandma Angie, the rock of the family, really. She was a very blunt woman. You know, she would tell you what she felt about what it is you were doing, how you were living your life. You know, she was always there, always.
My mom did a lot of things by necessity, often.
She would always stretch things, and she would make a roast with mashed potatoes and gravy and all the trimmings. And if my uncle showed up, she would just stretch that roast into making it more by adding vegetables and potatoes or whatever and make it like a stew.
She was a very devoted Catholic, and uppermost, you know, she wanted to teach us the power of our faith.
Well, when you have 10 children, you want to get away and have time for yourself. And so she would go to the church. And that was her way of getting away from all of us.